Borussia Dortmund, the black and yellows. A side that I feel like everybody besides Schalke fans really have at least somewhat of a soft spot for. And it's been an up and down few years for them. 4th place in the Bundesliga last season and elimination as well in the Champions League group stages last season. This really is not acceptable for a club that has been so successful across the past decade. It's time for us to fix the shortcomings of Dortmund. It's time for us to rebuild Borussia Dortmund. G'day guys, how's it going? It is JarradHD here. Welcome back to another rebuild video. We're heading to the Bundesliga for the first time this season, and we are rebuilding Borussia Dortmund. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's rebuild with Borussia Dortmund, make sure you leave a like on the video, and also if you are new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. For those of you who have not seen a rebuilding challenge video yet, here are the rules. So the main objective of this is to take a team to the Champions League final. We will be simulating every single game up until the Champions League final, which we will play ourselves. We can make whatever transfers we like. Realistic, unrealistic, it does not matter. There's a big focus on the transfer window, only showing players that we sign, and finally, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. Let's get into the rebuild. So this is going to be our starting 11 for the first season. I mean, there's a few positions that I feel like need to be improved right away. I feel like the right back spot needs to be fixed up. Piszczek 33, he should start rapidly declining. Maybe go for a new centre midfielder. Weigl's pretty damn good. We also do have another pretty good centre midfielder in Dahoud, but I feel like we need to go for a world-class centre midfielder. Witsel, 29 years of age. Maybe another world-class centre back. We'll see. A lot of potential with this side. So a lot of areas we could touch or couldn't touch. So we have gone ahead and signed ourselves a brand new right back, a very clean number of £25 million to sign Elset Hysaj, the Albanian right back from Napoli. And we have made a massive signing here, bringing in the wonder kid Marco Asensio to the squad. I'm going to be playing him as a centre attacking midfielder for the first season at least. See how Marco Royce goes. If not, maybe move him to the left wing spot, bring in another attacking midfielder. But welcome to Borussia Dortmund, Marco Asensio. We paid, how much we paid? We paid £70 million on the dot. And we have shifted on Lucas Piszczek to Real Betis in the Spanish league for £7.3 million. So I mean, not as much business done in this opening window as we sometimes see in the first window of a rebuild. But we bring in Hysaj and Asensio, which I think is very worthwhile. We get rid of Piszczek, and this is what our squad currently looks like. But I do believe we're playing Champions League football in this first season, so let's go and see who we're up against. So we are in Group A for our opening Champions League adventure, and I would say we have a very tough group. I haven't looked at the other groups in this really too hard. I mean, there's a lot of good groups, to be fair. I was going to call this the group of death, but after seeing even Group B, I might not be so sure. But we have Atletico Madrid, Club Brugge, and AS Monaco in our group. Can we get past them? We're going to have to wait and see. Let's go find out. Let's simulate through in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. That was a lot easier than I expected. We finished second in the group, but it's a daylight second. Monaco and Bruges nowhere near us. I honestly expected it to be really close between us and Monaco, but us and Atletico Madrid get through to the round of 16. So, as we switch across now, we're going to be facing Spurs in the round of 16. Those are some of the other games. Why couldn't we get that Swedish team? But we're versing Spurs in the round of 16. And I'm pretty sure you guys know what I am about to say if you've seen a rebuild in the past. But we need to make sure we finish in 4th position every season with Dortmund. Right now, we sit in 4th. Let's try pushing to go further up the Bundesliga table. But in all honesty, unless we're able to sell some players, I don't see us doing any business or much business in this window. Alright, so no business done. It's going to be hard. I wanted to sign maybe a new centre back, but we'll see what we can do next season. But we've got to focus now on the round of 16. Do we get past Tottenham, or do we have to worry about season 2? Alright, round of 16 time against Tottenham. One thing I've noticed in FIFA 19 so far is that Tottenham are very good in simulations. They always seem to win the Premier League, the Champions League, all these sorts of tournaments in the opening season. So will they be able to replicate that here? Dele Alli relegated to the bench for them. Of course, we are without Toprak, who is out through injury. Nothing happening so far though. Dele Alli coming on for Heung-min Son there for Spurs, and he gets the go-ahead goal. We've talked about him so much in this game, and Dele Alli gets the breakthrough. Can we get a goal back? It's not looking good. Dele Alli getting an away goal there for Spurs. That's a big L. A trip to the new White Hart Lane here. It's the second leg, still no Toprak. We need to score though. I'm not super confident, you can probably tell out in my voice. I'm low-key expecting to lose, but we need an early goal here. 1-0 down with Spurs having the away goal advantage. If we can score, then we will be in a very good position. That's if we keep a clean sheet. That's if they don't score. But nothing really happening so far in this one. A few substitutions. Yes, Philip, no, Eriksson! We need another goal. Eriksson cancelled it out 2 minutes after we get the equaliser. Come on, final few minutes. Nope, we are out of the Champions League in the round of 16. 2-1 loss. I'm really not surprised, but I'm still disappointed. So we finish season 1 in second position. Bayern Munich, no real surprises to see them winning the Bundesliga, but it looks like we gave them a good run for their money. Most importantly, however, Champions League football has been secured for another season, and if we can make some big pickups at the start of season 2, then there is no reason why we can't go deep in the tournament next year. As we scroll down, however, Nuremberg going straight back down to the second division. Hertha Berlin, that's very surprising. They were Europa League and in the title race a few years ago. Dusseldorf in the relegation playoff game. Leipzig did really bad as well. What? So Bayern Munich did win the DFB Pokal, and Dusseldorf took down Hamburg to stay in the Bundesliga. They win the relegation playoff match. See what I mean? Tottenham went on to win the Champions League final 3-1 over Manchester United. I said they're so good in simulations this year. At least that fills me with confidence that we only lost 2-1 across 2 legs, so we're not that bad. And it was Chelsea who took down Inter Milan to win the Europa League. So that is the first season done and dusted. Let's get into season 2, see who we can bring in and see how we go on the road to rebuilding Dortmund. Hey guys, just quickly, I'd like to thank OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. OneFootball is the ultimate platform for football fans all around the globe. Their free to download app has personally been of great use to me and is genuinely a product that I am excited to promote. Being from Australia, the app has kept me up to date with the results and news from my favorite teams and competitions that I may not always be able to watch considering I live on the other side of the world. So if you are interested in checking out OneFootball, make sure you click the link in the description down below. The app is completely free to download on iOS and Android, so you have absolutely nothing to lose and a lot of football knowledge to gain. Thank you once again to OneFootball for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into today's video. So we begin season 2 with Borussia Dortmund with a big player signing at the striker position. Alvaro Morata making another move. He's made a lot of moves in his career to big clubs, but now he joins us here at Dortmund for £46.5 million. And a player departure here, Omar Toprak off to Manchester City for £17.5 million. Actually, no, he's not. It was like 27 million, wasn't it? It doesn't even say here. But 27 million, I believe it was. Very professional start to the season for me, isn't it? Great speech work from me. Oh god, this is going downhill quickly. And we have immediately replaced Toprak and upgraded from him. We sign Davinson Sanchez from Spurs for £50 million, I believe it was. £55.6 million. Haven't had the chance to use him this FIFA yet, but apparently he is a freak of a player in FIFA 19. And we have decided to move on Shinji Kagawa, the Japanese attacking midfielder, makes the move to Inter Milan for £28.1 million. Another centre-back joins the club here. Marquinhos makes the move across from PSG. We have signed the Brazilian centre-back for £45.1 million. A very big pickup. We're really putting together a really good side so far. Alright, so a lot busier of an opening window than last year, and we made some quality signings. Alvaro Morata, Davinson Sanchez, and Marquinhos into the club. Toprak and Kagawa out of the club, but I mean, it's all been worth it because our squad is coming along quite nicely. See what we can do in the Champions League this season, see what we can do in January as well. But let's see how we're going, or let's just go and see our Champions League group. So we are in Group A once again this season, and it's a tough group again. Juventus, ourselves, Lyon, and PSV Eindhoven. Arguably tougher group than last year. Can we get a similar result? Can we get back to the round of 16? We will find out in 3, 2, 1. That is pure and utter failure. Oh my god, we didn't win a single game in the Champions League group stages. 5 draws. What in the actual... We almost qualified having 5 draws. Juve on 7 points. What a weird group. Oh my god. Okay, I don't even think we get to play Europa League in the round of 32 and all that. Oh my god, that is bad. So that's the rebuild challenge not completed in season 2. What in... I can't believe that. Luckily, things are going just a bit better in the Bundesliga. We sit top of the league on 34 points, but it's a very competitive league. Bayern breathing down our necks. Augsburg in there as well, and our fierce rivals Schalke coming pretty close as well. So hopefully we need to qualify top 4. A player departure to start off the January window. Marcel Schmelzer off to Monaco, and Axel Witsel has made the move to Liverpool. He is heading to Anfield for £18 million. And another one of our players is departing the club. Road off to Arsenal. And there it is, Marco Royce departing Borussia Dortmund. He is heading off to La Liga, playing for Villarreal. He has signed for the Yellow Submarine for £36 million. A massive pickup here. I didn't know if we were going to be able to pull it off, but after selling all these big name players, we have done just that. We're going to keep Asensio at the attacking mid spot because we have signed Leroy Sané for £78.2 million. I thought we were going to have to pay $100 million for him, and we would have been in trouble if that was the case, but the German returns back to his native country, signing for us here at Dortmund. Insane. So one massive player into the club and 4 big name players out. Sané's in, Schmelzer, Witsel, Rode, and Royce all out of it. I think it's business done for the best, because look at that starting 11. A few more transfers next season, and I feel like we can give it a good shot at going for the Champions League title. But regardless, let's make sure we qualify for the Champions League. I'll see you guys at the end of Season 2. So we choked the Bundesliga title, but we finished in 2nd position again, which most importantly means that Champions League football is coming to the Signal Iduna Park again in Season 3. Hopefully, though, it's a lot more of a successful run, and we can actually get past the group stages and then past the round of 16 like we couldn't in the first season. But Leipzig have been relegated. Oh my god. Union Berlin relegated as well, but Leipzig going down. Wow, they had a terrible season in Season 1, but Season 2 sees them relegated. Dusseldorf in the relegation playoff game. Bayern Munich did win the DFB Pokal 2-1 over Köln, and Dusseldorf survive relegation. They beat Ingolstadt to stay up. We did win the Super Cup at the start of the season, which is good to see. Atletico Madrid won the Champions League, and Everton stopped Chelsea from going back-to-back in the Europa League. They won that title. So that's Season 2 in the books. Jumping into Season 3 now. Honestly, don't know what to expect, but I'm excited nonetheless. We have splashed the cash at the start of Season 3. We're taking it serious. We want to make a good run at the Champions League this season. We have brought Ter Stegen back to Germany. 90 rated now. We spend £85.6 million. A lot of money, but a worthwhile pickup. So we have sold Mario Götze to Manchester United. You can see that he's valued at $30 million. It doesn't give you a price on the right-hand side, but I can tell you that we sold him for £58 million to the Red Devils A decent price if you ask me. A new centre midfield signing to replace and upgrade on Mario Götze. We have signed the Brazilian wonder kid Arthur from Barcelona. Already 86 rated at 23. We spent £64.1 million on him. A huge pickup there for our squad. Again, I said I'm going to be pushing every resource I have to go for the Champions League in this third season. We've gone and splashed £50 million on a left back. Alex Telles was at Manchester United in this series. Again, a side we might be facing deep in the Champions League this season. We've signed the 86 rated left back to the club, replacing Guerrero. I will keep Guerrero on the bench, but that is a good pickup. I feel like I say every time I sign a player, oh, that's a good pickup or it's a world-class pickup, but yeah, I'm a fan of it. £200 million spent this window to bring in ter Stegen, Arthur and Telles. Götze leaving the club. And I mean, if this squad isn't Champions League ready, I don't know what is. Pulisic, Weigl, they're players that are still going to grow this season. A lot of growth still left in the squad. Let's go and see what the Champions League route is going to look like early on in Season 3. Moving on up in the world, we're in Group B this season, but let's hope we don't perform as poorly as we did last season. We got Lyon in our group again, along with Inter Milan and Olympiacos. Can we get through to the round of 16 where we belong? Of course, the cockatoo decides to fly by my window when I'm recording, but let's see how we go halfway through the season and at the end of the group stages. Well, that's a pretty comprehensive way to get to the knockout rounds. A perfect record, 6 wins, no draws and no losses, and even more impressively, we scored 15 goals and only conceded 3, so we are on absolute fire. Let's scroll across. Napoli, okay, Napoli in the round of 16, I will take that. That is not bad at all. Definitely not. Who do we have in the first season? Spurs, that's right. Are Spurs still in it? Yeah, they are, against SC Braga from Portugal. But the round of 16 against Napoli at the start of the month of February. Hopefully we can go deep this year. And things are going really well in the Bundesliga this year as well. Currently holding an invincible season, so I don't know if we are undefeated or if we're still in the cups, but technically at the moment, I don't think we've lost a single game all season, which is definitely a positive sign. So no surprise given the fact we spent £200 million in the opening window that we weren't able to put anything together in terms of transfers, but the squad is looking very, very impressive. Pulisic going up. I'm interested. Let me just check quickly while you're here. Okay, I'm going to replace Weigl and chuck in Dahoud because he's gone up in overall. So yeah, that's the new starting 11. Let's see how it goes in the Champions League, and let's take on Napoli. All right, time for the away leg now as we travel to beautiful Naples, sunny Italy. Really want to travel to Naples and see a Napoli game at some point in my life, but they've got a very good side. Look at that front three. They've got Gareth Bale, Inaki Williams, and of course Lorenzo Insigne. They've scored, and we've scored an away goal a minute later. All about us scoring away goals, but they've got a very good side here. I really underestimated Napoli heading into this game. It's 1-1 at the moment. What are we going to see in the remaining 20 minutes? Down to the last 10 now. Is there going to be a match winner? No, it's going to be 1-1 headed into the second leg, but we have the away goal advantage. All right, time for the home leg now. As long as we keep a clean sheet, we go through to the quarterfinals. We stumbled at this spot in Season 1, of course, didn't even get to this spot in Season 2, but they've got a very good side here. Napoli could really cause us some issues. An early goal would be good, not good yellow cards. We don't want any suspensions if we do get further in the competition. This is all right now, though. Keep it how it is. They've brought on Siavant. Oh, no. Sanchez. Simeone's on. Sanchez is red carded. Highsage scores, though, against his former side, I believe. We're going to go through. No, Weigl injured, but okay, we've caught 2 big issues, but we're through to the quarters. I hope Weigl's not out for long and Sanchez out for the first leg of the quarters. So, in the quarterfinals, we are going to be facing Manchester United, which makes me somewhat happy considering I did go ahead and buy Alex Telles at the start of the season. So, everybody remaining in the tournament is going to be a very good side. We're going to have to get through them if we want to get to the final. and want to give ourselves an opportunity. Let's get into the first leg. All right, no Davinson Sanchez for the first leg here at home against United at the Signal Iduna Park, and our midfielder Weigl, who's on the bench now, is out for 2 months, but it's not a good start. Fred gets an away goal here for Man United. Who have they brought in? They brought in Jefferson, and that's about it for their starting 11. They got Vardy on the bench and Goetze as well. Morata does equalise for us here before getting subbed off. Goetze on for Nemanja Matic. Leroy Sané puts us ahead against his former Manchester rival. Can we get a third? Last 5 minutes, yellow card. It's going to end 2-1 after the first leg in our favour. Alright, it is time for the away leg now. The second leg away at Old Trafford. If we keep a clean sheet, we are sweet, but I really want to make sure we get an away goal, considering Fred did score for United in that first leg and got them an away goal, because if they win this 1-0, they go through instead of us. So it's a cagey affair to start things off, it seems. We get a red card. Oh no. Saj, 2 yellows. Half an hour to go. Please hold on. If it stays like this, we're through. We're going to be without Saj if we get to the semi-finals for the first leg. Yes. Okay. We're through. One of the most boring games you will see despite the red card. We're going to have to get someone to fill in at right back for the first leg against whoever we face in the semis, but we're into the semis. So in the semi-finals, we have been drawn up against Barcelona. It's felt like I've versed Barcelona, or it had a lot to do with Barcelona in rebuilds so far in FIFA 19, but hopefully, I pray to the FIFA gods, if you are listening, that we take the Catalonian side down and get to face either Tottenham or Atletico Madrid in the Champions League final. A lot of work to do. Saj out for the first leg, but let's see what we can do. Away at the Camp Nou here for the first leg against Barcelona. Toljan is coming in to replace Saj. Are we going to be able to get off to a good start here? Who have they brought in? They brought in Milinkovic, Savic, Bender, Aurier, Hiradiki. Who else? Goretzka on the bench. They got a good side. Nil at the moment. They got Alex Tejer, our former player. Alex Tejer is getting a yellow card. We want to get an away goal. We need an away goal. Somebody step up for us, please. 20 minutes to go. Is it going to be another 0-0 draw into the final 5? And yes, we head back to the Signal Iduna Park with a 0-0 scoreline to work with. Alright, a 0-0 draw headed into the second leg here. We are one big performance away from a Champions League final. Now, Guerrero comes into the side because of suspension to Alex Tejer, but we get off to a perfect start. Morata making it 1-0, but I'm not overconfident. If we go 2-0 up, then I'll be very happy. But they get a red card there. Langlet red carded. Aurier 2-0 up. Leroy Sané. Yes, mate, 2-0 up. We don't want to choke it. We don't want to be 2-0 up and screw it up, but there is 20 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. 3-0 up. Morata. We're going to the Champions League final, baby. Spurs or Atletico Madrid, get ready, Dortmund's coming for you. So, in the Champions League final, we will be facing Tottenham Hotspur. They knocked us out in Season 1. They won the Champions League in Season 1. They're going to be coming out for us right now, but we've got a very, very good side, so I'm slightly confident, but not overly confident because I haven't seen their side yet. But before we can get into the final, we have to check out who won and how everyone went in the other tournaments. So, Liverpool did win the Europa League. We won the Bundesliga title with absolute ease. Only one loss all season, 85 points. What a dominant season that is. Bayern Munich nowhere close either. So we're going to be playing Champions League football next season, which is the important thing. Augsburg and Hamburg are relegated. Freiburg in the relegation playoff. Bayern Munich did win the DFB Pokal. Not sure on who's going to win the promotion playoff final yet either, because it's so early in the calendar. I usually check it right at the end of the season. But technically, as we check the squad report here, technically we've only lost 2 games all season, because one loss in the Bundesliga, and then obviously we would have lost a game in the DFB Pokal because we didn't reach the final. So we've had 2 losses all season. That is pretty extraordinary if you ask me. I mean, our starting 11 and our bench is bloody ridiculous. I'm excited to get into some bigger rebuild challenges now that early access is finishing up, but this squad we have built with Dortmund so far, has been absolute insanity. But anyways, let's get into it. Tottenham versus Borussia Dortmund. This is the Champions League final. Heartbreak the last time Borussia Dortmund were in the Champions League final, but let's change all of that around and let's bring the title to the Signal Iduna Park. Here we go, Arthur, holding it up nicely, going back, Pulisic, early long shot along the ground, nothing really happening. Oh, that's a ball and a half through there to Dele Alli. We're trying to get back. It's going to be Davinson Sanchez trying to defend. They put the cross in though, nicely done from Daoud. It falls to Wanyama. Eriksson trying for the impossible finish. Dele Alli running through. Oh, the header! Okay, good save to Stegen. I really didn't even see Harry Kane there. Dele Alli running through. We're not going to jump in there. It's a nice cross. It goes to Harry Kane. Out jumps Marquinhos. And Tottenham have the lead half an hour into it. They've been really strong in the past 15 minutes. Probably should have tried to close down Dele Alli. Not sure where Hysaj was. He was meant to be there, but really Harry Kane outjumps Marquinhos. Very poor there from the Brazilian. And it is 1-0 in Tottenham's favour. Alright, it's a corner here for Tottenham. Christian Eriksen passing that one to Jose Gaia. Arthur's defending. Not going to jump in though. Don't want to give them a penalty or a free kick. Dele Alli's shot goes straight to Stegen. Now we're trying to hit him on the counter. Leroy Sané, what can he do? Holding it up. Going through here to Alex Tellez. Now we've got some options. The Brazilian running through. He's running whilst Roberto doesn't come in. Squares it. Arthur! Oh, good save from Hugo Lloris. We're going to keep it in. No, we're going to get a corner. Almost an equaliser there. Can we get one though just before halftime? Asensio to float this one in here. It goes to Arthur. And he's going to equalise. His shot was saved just before, but Arthur with an interesting celebration. What is that celebration? He makes it 1-1 here. Again, I'm surprised he got to that one. The smaller man out of the players marking him, but that is going to be a quick response here. Look at that, 2-on-1 coverage, and we still win the header. Beautiful stuff. Harry Kane on the attack, Wanyama. Dyer going to Son to Kane. Back. Good tackle, Davinson Sanchez, but he gets the luck of the bounce. Oh, if we conceded off that, I would have probably thrown my controller through the window. Here we go. Arthur. We're just trying to find the opening. Daoud. Going out to Tellez. Back to Daoud. Going to Sane. Going through. Holding it up is Morata. Morata's got space. Morata with the shot and almost the go-ahead goal. Here we go. This is some nice play. Arthur. Going, Asensio to Daoud. He's got a lot of space to run here. Make the run, Morata. We're going to play it along the ground. Pulisic made the run, but it was offside. Let's go. Asensio. Outside the box. He scores it. Marco Asensio with the goal that might just win us the Champions League title. What a bullet. Outside the box. Came from a misguided pass, really. We screwed up our initial plans, but Marco Asensio, 91 rated, might just have won us the Champions League final. Made the run from nowhere. One touch. Dinks it. Nothing Lloris could do about that one. Look at that. Left foot between the legs there. Curling in beautifully. and it is Borussia Dortmund with a 2-1 advantage. We've come from behind, and we are now in front. Fernando Llorente on for Spurs. They're into the final stages here. They put the cross in. Sanchez nods it down against his former side. Sensio through here. Come on, let's hit him on the counter. Over the top, beautiful ball there to Sane. Lovely touch. De Vries still chasing, but we've got numbers here. Sane going through. Come on, Morata feeds it. Pulisic on the angle, drags it too much. We're going to get the ball back here. We just need to maintain possession. Daoud going through. Sane the shot over the top. And Tottenham still might get one last opportunity to get this one to extra time. Royce with the goal kick. They got about 15 seconds to go. If we win this header, we're sweet. We win the header. And we might have just won the Champions League final. There it is. Champions League 1 with Borussia Dortmund. Get your scarves up. There it is. We finally win the Black and Yellows a Champions League title in crazy circumstances. One of the best teams we have built. Absolute insanity. Lads, if you enjoyed today's Borussia Dortmund rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. I will let you savor the Champions League celebrations. It has been JarradHD here. I am out. Peace.
All that vague decisions